Hi everyone, welcome to the Different Perception series, the Inside Story series, where we get to actually get a different perception on issues that are actually affecting us and many other issues that are really part of our society. Many other times we actually confined to think within the box, but these videos are actually designed to actually help somebody to actually begin looking at the very common things from a different perception. And actually it's a privilege and a chance. I hope that people will be able to actually pick it up to actually get the stories from the inside stories. My full name is Isaac Chisola Nyala, proudly known as Chisola Nyala Amlovale by tribe. Today on this platform, I want us to look about. I want us to talk about something that plays a very important role when it comes to scholarships, maybe getting a job, or maybe a promotion, and this is an interview. Now the question is an interview scary? I remember someone telling me to say, you actually need to enjoy the interview. I was like, wow, how come? How possible? Because everybody's like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make the mistake during the interview. That's just the thing. But at the end of the day, somebody told me, and I've come to realize and understand their point, that we need to enjoy an interview. I mean, it is an opportunity. For example, you've always dreamt to become a general doctor. You know, then you actually file in your application, and then the selection team for that particular scholarship sees the fitness within you to become a general doctor. Then they call upon an interview. So that becomes a lifetime opportunity to actually speak about something you've always wanted to do. It becomes a cherishable time. You get the point? So we don't need to be, and we need to have a different perception when it comes to interviews. And this is what this platform is actually meant for, having a different perception on various issues that are really part of our society. So what is an interview? Actually, an interview is a platform. uh, to when it comes to the interviewers, it is actually a platform and an opportunity they actually get to evaluate. They've seen your qualification as deemed fit, but they really need to actually get evidence for that. They do not know whether you're the one who was actually writing the application. Are you the one who was actually writing the essays? So they want to get the proof. They want to meet you. They just want to make a confirmation. So at the end of the day, when you are called for an interview, and then you get up and go there without any courage and hope, you're simply saying, I'm not fit. They've seen the fitness in you and they say, no, you made a mistake. I'm not the right person here. You get the point. So at the end of the day, I want us to look at the interview from a different perception, from the inside point of view, the inside story. Exactly. So I want to give an example. I want to explain this, touching on a particular aspect. I want us to think. I want us to pick a particular kind of interview, and that is for, let's say, medicine. I'm supposed to actually, I've been called to attend an interview for general medicine. So what is the best approach for an interview? You don't need to wait for the call. Once you've actually applied, it actually starts there. Somebody told me you need to do the thinking now and do the speaking on that particular day for the interview. It's really going to be hectic to do the thinking and the speaking on that particular day, because you will really panic. So what I'm talking about, immediately I file in my application for, let's say, a medical scholarship to Russia, China, India, whatever. And then what really comes next as my task is the aspect of anticipating challenges. You really need to know the questions they'll ask you. You can't exactly come out with the exact questions that will ask you. But when it comes to the issue of you applying for medicine, that information is more than enough. You know the field. The field is general medicine. I've applied under general medicine. So it's probably possible they're going to ask me, why do you want to do medicine? That is the first question I need to anticipate. The other question will be, and this one is just a general question that is applicable to every interview. They'll ask you, tell us more about yourself. You know, who's Chisola Nyala? So what really happens is that I get a piece of paper, I write my anticipated questions. So I'm going to say, who is Chisola Nyala as my first question. And then the question will be like, the next question is going to be, why do you want to do medicine? And then I'm like, oh, the scholarship is actually to study in Russia or abroad. Probably they're going to ask me a question to say, why do you want to go and study in Russia? Or why do you want to go and study abroad? That is just a common thinking when it comes to us putting our thoughts together to actually anticipate the questions that they might ask us. I hope this is really making sense. So once I write those questions, the next step is going to be come up with a draft of the very possible and most, not just a draft, but the best solutions, the best answers I can give to each and every question that I've written down on that particular piece of paper. So if they ask me, tell us more about yourself, I need to be careful. So I need to do the thinking today. I need to choose the best information because as I've been, let's say I'm actually 19 years. I've stayed in this world for actually more than 18 years. So that really tells me there is much information I can actually speak about myself. But at the end of the day, I need to pick the best out of every, pool of information that concerns me. At the end of the day, I need to be brief because I need to also tackle other questions. So I won't dwell much on that question. I'm just going to say, my name is Chisola Nyala. I stay in Livingstone. And then I'm going to switch to my educational background and a bit of my family background. I think that is enough. Because the biggest question is, why do you want the scholarship? Why do you want the course? Or why do you want this job? That is the biggest question. So what really comes in is the issue of now trying to put your thoughts together to talk about why the course. It is not easy. So you need to do the thinking now. You need to do a research about the course. You really need to be organized in the way you're going to bring out your points. That has to be there. Passion needs to be there. And in as much as one becomes so informative, it actually proves someone has the passion for the course. That's why they are so informative. That is one approach when it comes to us actually trying to show the passion for the course. So it's actually very important when it comes to an interview. It is actually a long discussion when it comes to touching the interview. But this is just an introduction, per se, when it comes to these videos on the different perception of issues and the inside story. We'll be able to get down to particular parts of the interview where we'll get to talk about the general strategies for the interview. What do I need to do to avoid stammering, to actually get myself together, to actually avoid mispronunciation. Those are some of the things that we'll be looking at. We'll also get to talk about strategies on how to actually organize your points and your position, how to actually come out when given the position to certain questions. Then we also talk about particular questions. What best answer can you actually give to a particular question? Maybe in terms of different courses and other things. I really just hope this video was actually fundamental and made a difference when it comes to your perception about interviews. Have a pleasant day. Thank you for your attention. God bless.